All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Atlanta Falcons. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Yellow. Let's go, Wolverine.
Check the outs.
Hey, color.
Tight dog, tight dog.
Hey, 57, 57.
Mahomes now on first down. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
First down, Lions.
Yellow.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check 99. Check 99.
Attack.
Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
Looking to throw is Mahomes.
Check 43.
And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Alert 16. Alert 16.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
51.
Kill.
Hey, South.
Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
From the 36, Ryan. His throw incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
11.
Check 24. Check 24.
Protein spill.
Slam.
Base.
You go tight.
58.
You got tight right there.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and the Lions will take over.
At their own 27-yard line.
Yellow.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now because is he rewarding himself for a great run or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Now here's Mahomes. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Mecole Hardman with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point good by Prater, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now the former Sooner, this is Rodney Anderson. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Watch the screen. 5-2 is the Mike. Mike 5-2. Wild Bill.
Mike 52, Mike 52.
Time to go. Night.
11. Hey, seam 6.
On 3rd down, Ryan.
You ain't going nowhere.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's how we do it.
I don't think that was a blitz, was it?
No, not at all. I mean, there was no blitz called on the play, had other responsibilities, but he saw an opportunity, saw a path, and he took it.
Here's Britton Colquitt now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return.
At their own 48-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
No. Off.
Check. 20.
After the interception, here's Ryan. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Slam, slam, slam. Out, 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 out. Check. Check out route.
51, sub. Hey, red lance, red lance, red lance. Ready to go.
Here's Ryan. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Hey, check, check.
Crunch.
Check, 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 check.
Under 10. Under 10.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman.
Kill, kill, kill.
They find some open field here. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big run there by Freeman. 44 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to the ground. This time it's Anderson. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Check, 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 check. 39.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ryan, this one caught by Ridley. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
We ain't giving up nothing today. Check 9, check 9.
First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Just like that. Just like that.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
He's coming.
Hey,
They'll look to run with Freeman. Power on power, but he's not going to get in. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Let's get it.
They come out here in the eye. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
He's not going to get me.
Ryan keeps it on the sneak. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Now, that was a little too conservative for my liking. It's only 2nd down, and they try to run the sneak. Give credit to the defense. They pushed them back and set up 3rd down.
So So here we go on a 3rd and goal. This Lions defense, they haven't broken yet.
Hey, wait. Gun.
I got him. He's mine.
Hey, sprint plans.
Check nickel.
This time Ryan will throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A 1-yard touchdown reception as they are now on the board here in the first half. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while they'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Switch. Hatchet.
H3, 218, chopper.
This is Coleman.
Go, run.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Let's go.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
D-line, get that quarterback. Hey, 57, Colin, 57.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. In for the sack, Deion Jones.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him 3 yards on the run. Now they'll need to drop something good here on 3rd and 13. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman in the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Attack!
Right there. 54, right there.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And look at this. It's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. 17 yards on the fake punt, and that's going to be a first down. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move. But oftentimes it's a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands, and he's able to pick up the first down.
First down Lions on a pickup of 13. Mahomes going to throw, and he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
He's checking. Crash.
To throw, it's Mahomes. On the screen, this is Coleman. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion.
Now, that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
15. 45 the mic. 47, let's go.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Mecole Hardman as the first half is winding down. And the Lions have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Prater for the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Hey, we got tight left, tight ends left. Odd. 3 down. Odd. Shift.
To throw again. Ryan airing it out deep for Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
The 17-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. It's caught, Smith. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
52's the mic.
Here I come.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. He sets to fight. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashawn Melvin. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
I know for us it's fun, and it's not so much fun for the rookie receivers when we see them coming into the league and we're at training camps. You see them working on getting 2 feet down instead of 1. But the best ones train in college trying to get 2 down instead of 1, so the transition's a little bit less.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Throw left side complete. It's Black. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the 1st. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And that is very well done there as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now.
Let him know, let him know.
On 2nd down, Anderson. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and
10. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And now he's going to go down in the end end zone. Down goes Matt Ryan, and that's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now Mahomes. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And some room to maneuver. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards, the final tally.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Mahomes now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. James has got it. Complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. And again, it's Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 20-yard line.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Mahomes on target here to Hardman. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. George Kittle, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Mike 52. Mike 52. 51. Sub. 52's the Mike.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
56 to Mike, boy.
Check.
Check 56.
Come on. You better bring it.
56 to Mike. 56 is...
Space. Watch the screen.
Buzz.
Watch the screen.
Mike 56.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now Ryan, buying time to his left. Now he'll pull it down, and he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Alpha. Come. Hey, check.
Watch twin.
From the gun, it's Ryan. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Ito Smith with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons get a bit closer. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before, because that worked.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Keanu Neal. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Ryan, complete. Smith has it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 32 that time. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Staying on the ground, this time it's Smith. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
We're down. Ready. Back 25. Choose the mic. Hey, come on, no. Come on, no.
Now a give. Running right is Anderson. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Hey, South, I'm going to run you over.
No, Mike 52, Mike 52. Here we are.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Check, 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 check.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. Ryan. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Bullock's kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
It's now 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 1st down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understand where they are in the field?
Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Watch out, watch out.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Choose the Mike. Watch Mike. Watch Mike.
Back to throw. Flushed out right. Gets it off to Freeman. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 41 yards. That was a fantastic job of keeping that play alive. He had a chance to tuck it. I thought he might.
They work on those situations all the time. This is coached, being able to keep your eyes downfield, keep the play alive, and not automatically run with the football. How about that lesson absorbed, and it turned into a big play.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
At the 34-yard line.
Ready, Blue 80. White 25.
Drop deep, drop deep.
58. 58. Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
Kill, kill. Kill, kill.
Hey, white. Check three.
They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Throwing now is Ryan. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 6 there on first. A dime look defensively for the Lions on third.
Watch the run. Base. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch.
Check.
6, Mike, 56. Let's go, defense.
Back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Freeman. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Ready, 280. Hey, express.
Let's go, D.
Got it.
Right here. We got to step it up. 56.
Hey, exit.
56 is the Mike. I got you.
Now Ryan. Throw left side complete. That's Freeman. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal.
Go.
I got you, son. Mike, 57. Go. 56.
Here's Ryan. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And we may very well be headed to overtime.
That ties the game, 24-24. Randy Bullock set to kick off.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Here's Mahomes to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16. Yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. First throw of overtime for Mahomes. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Takk McKinley. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Third and 8 situation. A tough spot here in overtime on the opening drive. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. On first down, Coleman. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the edge.
Hey, 43, 15.
Watch the shit. Hey.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 3rd and 10.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more where it came from.
Yellow.
54 Mike.
I don't need to.
You ain't doing nothing today.
54 is Mike.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Check 49.
Coleman now. And some room to work. There he goes left side. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Detroit, the win gets them to 5-9 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they fall to 8-6 with the loss. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him for him, I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. I just set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They try to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah. I love him, for him, I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use it, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Drown out my problems, let me When up and it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him, I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
It's lonely on top of the throne. I am a king of the pawn. Hop on a jet across the globe. I guess the road is my home and there's so many milk. Bird in my dome and like turbulent air. I'm switching these flows. If you look at my neck, boy, I'm letting it slow. I'm sturdy as hell, as a vessel alone. They showing me love in my city. Gangs ain't hippies. Women like Nicky know what I'm about. I'm not. The stereotypes, they do not fit me. I'm bigger than life. Gave everyone jobs. I'm not a guard. Go hop with a squad. I'm playing my part, but I'm LeBron. Rings of the team, I feel Jackson and hard. The homie calling from a cell. A couple of homies be making it. I just want all of them dudes to the well. Not worry about taking a couple of L's. Don't sin for me, just win for me. Don't kill for me, just live for me. Keep it real for me. We eat together, leave the bill for me like. Hand on my heart, I give it all. Walk the walk and